Hello all, I just thought I would share my views on the live-action Transformers movie that's, coming out today or yesterday, whatever the case may be. When I first heard about this movie, I was a little scared, and unfortunately, I know how Hollywood handles quote-unquote superhero movies. Maybe the Transformers aren't a superhero, but they kind of fall into the category, and I was hoping for something better than what we got in the theaters. Of course, we've got the radical character designs. I like the fact that the Transformers, when they're in robot mode, actually look like the vehicles that they're supposed to be. There's, you could tell what they're going to be. You can tell what they're going to be when they transform, and I thought that was just something they should have kept in the movie, but of course, no, they didn't. I think all they had on Optimus Prime was like the grill of the semi. That was about it. And the transformations, were long and drawn out, and were far too complex. They could have done it a lot easier, a lot simpler, and probably saved a lot of money in the process. And maybe they could have made more money in the end, but we'll never know because we gotta go with these crappy character designs. At any rate, as far as the review of as far as my thoughts on the movie, it was just, unfortunately, it's your typical Hollywood movie. I guess a lot of people enjoyed it. A lot of people. But I guess this is what I get for being a fan in this day and age of, superhero movies and Transformers in general. Instead of getting something that was true to the source, which, I always hope for. No matter what movie I'm going to see about a superhero or something that I've loved when I was a kid, we get a jumbled version of what Hollywood thinks would be cool and relevant and neat. And not that the Allspark is relevant at all, but it's still there. And since when does Autobot technology, I'll go with Autobot technology, Cybertron technology for that matter, since when does Cybertron technology turn everyday items into Transformers? And why do they all sound like gremlins from the movie Gremlins? It was really stupid. I thought it was a waste of time to show a little. Okay, it was nice to see Soundwave in there, but he snuck about far too much. I just wanted those scenes to be over. They drug the movie out and slowed it down and made it feel really painful. Speaking of painful, did we really need to see the Autobots in Spike's backyard while they're bumbling about, making fools of themselves? I felt stupider with every second I watched that scene. It's a good thing I went to the bathroom in the middle of the scene, and my nose is giving me a fit. Wow. Anywho, I like the idea of Spike's granddad being included in the movie. I thought that was a nice touch, something that the TV shows never ever mentioned even. So I give props to the scriptwriter on that. That was a neat idea, including Spike's granddad in the storyline. I will say that it was one of the ups in the movie. And as far as downs, there's far too many, but I'm going to talk about them anyways. Did we really need to see Bumblebee hitting his former form, which is, for all intents and purposes, a Volkswagen Beetle? That stupid scene, I swear. Bernie Mac, I just wish he'd just go away. Your 5 minutes of fame are up, and I've never listened to you in the first place. As far as why Bumblebee was there, how he got there, why he stayed there, I guess we won't know, or I just didn't pay attention because I was just so annoyed by the scene in general. As far as Bumblebee being his guardian because of the glasses, that idea works. It seemed like Bumblebee and Spike had a really close relationship in the TV show, so, hey, whatever. That was another thumbs up for me, for the scriptwriters being original. And we, every Michael Bay movie has to have the American military in one point or another in it. So yes, we get the American military, often Iraq or I don't know where, fighting Scorponok. And then we get them in the cities fighting the Decepticons. The Decepticons could have taken out militaries, not just the human military or the American military. They could have taken out militaries in a single swoop, but they didn't. and unfortunately that led to their destruction almost. But, I mean, as far as the weapons go for the Transformers, machine guns? No. What are you going to do with a 25-foot machine gun that's not going to be accomplished by a howitzer? Um, I think they should have had laser weapons. Did we really need the slow motion, gratuitous shots? Boring. I'm done with it. Having Peter Cullen on the cast was nice. It did not excite me, really. It did not make me want to see the movie anymore. It's just, okay, it's Peter Cullen. He's reading the lines that were written for Optimus Prime. It's nice. He sounded different. He sounded a little too different for me from the original Optimus Prime, but I understand. He's a lot older now, and, you know, he hasn't done the voice in like 30 years or so. But, just something I thought, sounded a little too different. And as far as voices or attitudes, the Autobots' attitudes were very, very friggin' aggressive when they first met Spike. And what's with the Mega Busters for guns with Prime and a couple of the other Transformers except for Bumblebee? No, he had one too. I don't understand why you just don't have handheld weapons in this movie. What was it? PG-13? And, what? Handheld weapons are out of the question when it's a PG-13 movie? Whatever. As far as Bumblebee being quote-unquote the R2-D2 of Transformers the movie, that was very annoying. He should have been able to talk from the get-go, and he made for a lot of really awkward scenes with the music choices, and I was ready for the scenes between Spike and What's-Her-Face to be done and over with. I came to see the Transformers. I didn't come to see the humans. Thank you very much. As far as Barricade being a police car, that's kind of an interesting idea, but I kind of was hoping for a problem when I saw the police car idea. But Barricade as a Decepticon, it works, I guess. It's really deceptive, that's for sure. You run to a police car hoping for help and it transforms in front of you. Pretty intimidating. Whether it's a Decepticon or an Autobot, but the Decepticon, it was a cool idea. It was a good idea. I shouldn't say cool. I would have rather had some more original Transformers. On the same note, I would have rather had some more original Transformers for the Decepticons. Barricade was okay, but they could have chose a couple of others besides Barricade and Bone Crusher. I can't really think of anything right offhand, but I mean, take your pick. Another Jet Decepticon would have been okay, maybe in a different jet form. I don't know, just things that could have been changed, and I still don't know what could have been changed, but it could have been better. It always could be better. The inclusion of Scorponok, I think I already said this, but I'm going to say it again. The inclusion of Scorponok was interesting. I thought it was cool. I thought he should have been bigger because he was bigger in the TV show. I think he was like a Decepticon base or something. But that would have downplayed the badassness of Megatron. And, I guess that would have been good. Wouldn't have been good for Megatron's character at all because he would have got some Transformer envy. Do we really need to see Spike's mom and how bitchy she was, and why were they living in the suburbs? I don't understand that. I wish I could, but, I mean, no, they never showed Spike's home, hardly, in the series. I'm sure they may have once or twice, but I don't remember them living ever in the suburbs, and certainly not with a bitchy-ass mom and a friggin' poodle, was it? Or, I don't know, but half this movie makes me just want to forget I saw it. I guess I'm just glad I didn't pay for the movie tickets. I would have liked seeing the Transformers storyline go along the first 3 episodes and have a little bit more carnage, but also show the war on Cybertron and show maybe, have the Ark crashing on Earth and then them waking up later. I don't know. I guess it's too much to hope for, and it would have been like watching the original episodes on the big screen, which I really don't think would be a bad thing, but other people might. Um, well, that's pretty much my thoughts on the Transformers live action movie. And thank you for listening, and thank you for watching, and go ahead and comment, and flame me if you want, because I'm a Generation 1 fanboy, and I love my old school Transformers. This movie was, it was just almost torture. But thanks for listening anyways. Bye.